Hello there, good evening, and welcome to the Football Tribe YouTube channel. My name is Robert Kesakos, and thank you for tuning in from wherever it is that you're watching this video from. Thank you for taking the time. If you're new, do not forget to kindly subscribe and turn on your notifications. And if you're regular, do not forget to like, comment, share, and share with your friends there so we can grow this channel. So, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel on this evening from wherever it is that you're catching this. We'll be discussing my Premier League team of the week for match day 6, as well as the upcoming fixtures in the Carabao Cup for your respective teams. So, let's go straight into it with my team of the week. For the manager this week, I did choose Newcastle's Ed Howe, who guided his team to an 8-0 victory over Sheffield United. So Ed Howe is our manager of the week. Brilliant stuff from his team there. So he will be managing our team. Our goalkeeper will be Aston Villa's Emiliano Martinez, the former Arsenal goalkeeper and the World Cup winner with Argentina in Qatar there in 2022, was sensational as Aston Villa beat up against Chelsea by a 0-0 at Stamford Bridge. He had a couple of saves in there that earned Aston Villa all 3 points on the day. Unlike most days, today we have gone with a back three of James Tarkowski, the Everton captain there, managed to score in their 3-1 victory against Brentford. Remember, they were playing away from home, but he was on target there. He was very, very instrumental in that victory for the Toffees. And the other was John Evans of Manchester United, who provided an assist in the sole goal that won Manchester United all 3 points at Turf Moor as they beat up against Burnley by a 0-0. For a player of his age and his experience, I did think he was the better performer for Manchester United on the night there on Saturday night, as United returned back to winning ways with those 3 points against Burnley. The other is Kieran Trippier, the Newcastle captain, also very, very instrumental in that 8-0 drubbing against Sheffield United. He didn't score, but I thought he was quite marvelous playing in that side there. So it was a back three for us this time around, but we will deploy a midfield of 4. Starting off with Tottenham's Yves Bissouma, who I thought was equally very industrious, very composed, and quite mature in the way he applied himself as they shared the spoils with Arsenal in that North London derby away at the Emirates Stadium for Ange Postecoglou's side. When you look at his performances all season so far, in the opening 6 fixtures of the season, he has been quite instrumental. In fact, he has displaced the usually preferred Pierre-Emile Hojbjerg. There, the Danish international is no longer a starter in this Tottenham side in favor of Yves Bissouma. Very, very brilliant there, along Papi Matsa in that midfield for Tottenham Hotspurs on Sunday. Alongside him, we'll play Abdoulaye Diakore of Everton, who also managed to get himself on the score sheet as Everton got their first win of the season, beating up against Brentford by 3-1 there. So, brilliant result for Sean Dyche, the manager there, but I thought Abdoulaye Diakore was very, very sensational on the day. Overall, despite Everton's troubled times across the season, given that they've only registered 1 victory and 1 draw so far this season, it has always been one of their better performers when results have not gone their way. The other joining that midfield is James Maddison, who I thought also had a very good game. Although he did fumble that ball, losing it to Gabriel Jesus in the first half, who failed to convert from a close range, firing his shot wide over the bar there. I thought for the rest of the game he did apply himself very, very well, providing 2 assists there for Son to go ahead and score for Tottenham in the game. So brilliant, brilliant performance. I thought for the England international, he will be joined by Newcastle's Anthony Gordon, who managed to get himself on the score sheet. He has had a great season so far, even when some results didn't go Newcastle's way. For example, in that 2-1 loss against Liverpool, he was the man that found the back of the net shortly before Virgil van Dijk was shown matching orders in that fixture. So yesterday he managed to get his name on the score sheet. I thought he was equally brilliant and deserved to be on this team. So it's a midfield 4 for us this week. And then at the forward there, I did deploy Manchester City's Phil Foden alongside Kaoru Mitoma of Brighton and Son of Spurs. Now, Mitoma and Son managed to score a brace each as Brighton beat up against Bournemouth by 3-1, while for Son it was their draw against Arsenal. And Phil Foden did open the scoring for Manchester City as they beat Nottingham Forest by 2-0. So I thought that was quite brilliant, a brilliant performance. So that completes our best 11 for match day 6. But for my goal of the weekend, I did choose Anthony Gordon in strike against Sheffield United. You should check that goal out. I thought it was well taken on the weekend. In the honorable mentions, the good performance that I thought could have made it to the bench or at least forged away in this team were the following. We had William Saliba of Arsenal. On a day when things didn't go their way, when Arsenal didn't play the way we are accustomed to them dominating majority of possession, it was William Saliba often who came off as the better man in that Arsenal side. The other was Manchester City's captain, Kyle Walker, very, very brilliant once again this weekend, as well as Erling Haaland. Now, he didn't have too much to offer, but for a man that knows perfectly well to do his job, it is often hard to leave him out. Even if he gets one touch in the match, probably it will end up in the back of the net. So he did head that ball into the back of the net to make it 2-0 for Manchester City as they beat Nottingham Forest. So the other was Chelsea's goalkeeper, Robert Sanchez. Although he failed to save that strike from Oli Watkins, he had other moments in the game where he came to Chelsea's rescue. Perhaps the score could have been different without him for Aston Villa, but it was just a 1-0 victory because of Robert Sanchez there providing brilliant saves in that game. So those were my honorary mentions for match day 6. Now, moving forward, your teams will be taking part in the Carabao Cup this week. Games will be coming your way on Tuesday and on Wednesday. A good number of the teams involved here are from the Championship and elsewhere, but a couple of Premier League teams will be also featured. So I'll simply just run you through those fixtures that will be coming your way on Tuesday. We'll be kicking off with Bradford City. We'll play Middlesbrough. Exeter City will play Luton Town. Luton Town is in the Premier League there. Ipswich Town will play Premier League side Wolverhampton Wanderers, while Mansfield Town will play Peterborough United. Port Valley will play Sutton United. Salford City will play Burnley. Manchester United on Tuesday still will be at home at Old Trafford against Roy Hodgson's Crystal Palace. So those will be the fixtures for Tuesday. Moving on Wednesday, we will see Aston Villa host Everton. Remember, Aston Villa did beat Everton in their Premier League tie by 4-0 in that game. Brilliant performance from Matty Cash in that game, if you remember so well. Then Blackburn Rovers will play Cardiff City, while Bournemouth will play Stoke City. Brentford will host Arsenal, while Chelsea will be at home against Brighton. Now, Chelsea are in troubled times here. They're not winning games. Really, they are not performing well. But and they play against a Brighton side who have been largely good performance this season. They have won 5 fixtures out of 6 in the Premier League, although they did fail to win their fixture in the Europa League against Athens there. So you hope that Mauricio Pochettino will set himself a target to win all trophies that they participate in. That's the FA Carabao Cup and the Premier League this season. He will be out for blood to improve the footings of his side. Perhaps a win in midweek could give them some bit of confidence before they go into the weekend. But and then this means Brighton are having a congestion of fixtures because after here playing Chelsea, they will have a weekend game in the Premier League before returning to Europa League duty next week. That will be an away match. So you do think that Alberto Di Zerbi will have to make changes to his team? And in the weekend, we did see Kaoru Mitoma started on the bench. It's where he came on to score that double. But we will see what team he puts out there. But it will be a tough challenge for this poor Chelsea side that are yet to deliver good results. On the side of Brentford against Arsenal, remember Arsenal do have goalkeeper David Raya, who is on loan from Brentford, but that notwithstanding, Arsenal are struggling with a host of injuries from some of their major star players in that team. Those include Urian Timber, the summer signing, who is out for up to 7 months. They are without Thomas Partey, the midfielder there, while Declan Rice also did some a back injury, which is been said it won't be as extensive as had been earlier feared. In fact, it could be fit to play against Bournemouth when Arsenal play in the Premier League next weekend. The other on that injury list is Gabriel Martinelli that joined that list, as well as Leandro Trossard. So those are some of the players that are absent for the Gunners. Very, very key players that they are missing in that squad, and they will be hoping that all the other stars do not pick up any knocks during training in the build-up to this game. So they didn't play well on Sunday, and they will be playing away against Brentford. The Brentford that is a very good side can frustrate any big team. So we'll wait to see how the two sides fare in that one. But those are the highlights for those fixtures that will be coming your way this midweek. So keep your eyes tuned to the channel. I'll be bringing you the latest and all the news from your major clubs in the Premier League and beyond, as well as how things fare in these cup competitions. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for taking the time, and I will see you next time. Stay blessed.